All right, the snow and around the world in 80 seconds in Calgary. Now, don't feel too sorry for them because the snow that they saw last week has now turned into above seasonal temperatures. And us here in southern Ontario, well, things are still clear and fairly nice, but so we do have a cold front in the area. And you know what? This right here, that's where all the snow is falling. Yes, around 5 centimeters of snow fell this morning, and that will be continuing on. So we take a look at the cold front moving its way on. Now, it doesn't really bring any rain in towards the GTA, but it certainly cools down the temperatures. High pressure from the north down in towards southern Ontario, making us about, let's say, 6 degrees below seasonal. Also looking at an unsettled setup for the weekend. And don't go anywhere because another edition of our top 5 videos will be up in less than 20 minutes. Rachel Schoutsen joining you today, where below seasonal temperatures, yes, they will continue, but pretty nice conditions. A mix of sun and cloud as high pressure dominates. Now, Kevin Yard, he was out earlier today, not following a weather story, but following the reopening of the extension of the 404. And also beatthetraffic.com, Beat the Traffic app, perfect for commuters as well. Thanks, Kevin, for that update. Now, as we take a look at the cold front up to the north and all of that moisture, by the way, that's snow up in northern Ontario, not rain. That will continue to shift to the east. And the good news is it's not going to be bringing any moisture down in towards the GTA throughout southern Ontario. We do see high pressure building in for Thursday, and that's bringing the winds right out of the north. So that's really driving our temperatures down. We are much below seasonal as we take a look at Thursday. So high pressure in place, but just in time for the weekend, we see a new system moving in. Stay with us here. Science Behind the Weather is up next. Well, I'm so glad you could join us. That was a look at Science Behind the Weather, and this is a look right now at your southern Ontario forecast. Today, enjoy the conditions, lots of sunshine and fairly warm temperatures. Our temperatures will take a dramatic dip into tomorrow. I'll tell you about that, but first, let's take it outside and join Kasia Badurka.
We're looking at comfortable temperatures.
Yes, we are, Kasia. Tomorrow, a high in Toronto of only 14. That is much below seasonal. Now, let's take a look at this. A cold front makes its way further east, doesn't bring any rain today throughout southern Ontario, and then that high pressure does move into place. That brings some northerly air with it. So, yes, that's why we are seeing such a dramatic cool down in towards tomorrow. Now, as we take a look, high pressure in place, clear conditions Thursday in towards Friday, but then we see this rain moving in for the weekend. The GTA should be getting a soaking Saturday night and into Sunday morning. And of course, on theweathernetwork.com, you can find all of our great features as well, like Around the World, Force of Nature, and our top 5. Thanks so much for joining us today. Rachel Schoutsen here with you. Enjoy the day today. Lots of sunshine and fairly warm temperatures. We do take a dramatic dip into tomorrow. We'll talk about that coming up. But first, let's join Kevin Yard.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, thanks so much for the traffic update. I know Tom Reynolds was pretty excited about that extension of the 404 as well. Now, are you excited about this? Let's take a look at that dramatic dip in towards tomorrow, though. When we see 10 degrees in the morning, it's not getting much warmer than that, a high of only 14. Now, let's talk about this current system. This is bringing snow up in towards northern Ontario. Now, the good news is it will continue on further east, not going to be affecting the GTA. We do see clear conditions today and in towards tomorrow. Again, this high pressure from the north really chilling down our temperatures. 14 is the high for tomorrow. Pretty chilly for this time of year. Now, as we take a look Thursday and ahead, so high pressure in place, that remains for Friday as well. But now let's talk about the weekend. We do see this low headed out of Manitoba and in towards Ontario. That will be bringing some of the heaviest rain Saturday evening in towards Sunday morning, and also some very gusty conditions associated with this low. Okay, as we take a look at that snow video and Around the World in Calgary, don't feel too sorry for them because their temperatures in the 20s all week long. Well, we're going to be sitting below seasonal. Now, let's take it outside, a gorgeous sunny day, and we'll join Kasia Badurka. All right, Kasia, thanks so much for that update. Yes, frost and also snow. This is snow here right now in northern Ontario associated with that cold front. That will continue on further east. Not going to be affecting us out in southern Ontario, but then high pressure from the north, that comes into place, really chilling down our temperatures. And stay right here because another edition of our top 5 videos are up in less than 20 minutes. Rachel Schoutsen here with you today, and let's take a look at this. Yes, this is snow falling in northern Ontario. Now, the good news is it's going to shift east, and it's not going to affect us here in southern Ontario, but this will. Take a look at this. High pressure coming into place, and it's right out of the north, and it's bringing a very chilly air mass with it. Tomorrow, temperatures will struggle to get into the mid-teens. That is much below seasonal. Now, as we take a look at this, high pressure in place Thursday and Friday, clear skies, okay. Temperatures will rise as that leaves, but also the rain moves into place as well. Heaviest rain will be falling Saturday afternoon in towards Sunday, and temperatures on the rise. This was from earlier today, but I want to draw your attention to the blues. Yes, that's some snow falling in northern Ontario. I was looking at pictures on Twitter from Hornpain, which is a little bit north of Timmins, and completely snow covered. That's it. Winter's here.
Well, we saw Geraldton earlier today. The official word was 4 centimeters, but there was word that were some people that had locally up to 10 centimeters. Saw the pictures of those on Twitter.
Yeah.
This is the cold front that's doing it. It's not only drawing in the moisture, but it's also dropping those temperatures. And the Thursday is expected to be coldest day of the week for places like Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, barely breaking 10. If, in fact, they do break 10, high pressure rolls in after that.
Yes, all those winds coming out of the north, and then we take a look at that. Geraldton picked up 4 centimeters. That's as of 10 a.m. this morning. That continued to fall. So as we update that, we'll probably see higher amounts. Now, as we take a look, the snow, not going to be a long-term story. That's gone out for the weekend.
Yeah,
now,
not at 15 seconds.
No.
15 degrees, you're right.
Absolutely not. Now, let's take you into Vancouver.
That wasn't nice.
I love that, though, because a few weeks ago, we were saying, oh, poor Calgary, like, that is, you know, it's crummy to be in the snow. But now, Ontario, below seasonal temperatures, and we're talking about snow while they're in the 20s. Awesome story, Kevin. And also perfect, beatthetraffic.com, Beat the Traffic app. You can download that to navigate your way around the GTA. Now, let's navigate your forecast here. This afternoon, a high of 19. So we can see that throughout southern Ontario. Warm temperatures. Head up a little further north. Single-digit highs throughout the day today. Now, the story is this air mass is going to be sinking south, and it's really going to be driving our temperatures down. I'll get into that in a second. But take a look at the cold front. The cold front actually brought snow to these areas this morning. Geraldton, around 4 centimeters of snow fell. That will continue to shift further east. It's not going to be bringing any moisture in towards southern Ontario, but as it continues to move on, high pressure in behind it, winds out of the north, and much chillier temperatures. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast for Toronto. Look at that, a high of 14 degrees tomorrow, a low of 9. Taking a look at Orangeville, a low of 3. And a low of 1. Stay with us. Long range forecast and the Long Ranger next.